Hey guys, Marty Boots here. Today I want to talk to you about Bitcoin, and I want to run through what Bitcoin needs to do to actually turn this into a huge parabolic move. Okay, and before we get into that, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. That would be wonderful, and please click that bell. Okay, so what does Bitcoin need to do to turn parabolic again, to get another move like this and push us up to all-time highs? So what does it need to do? Now this is a weekly chart of Bitcoin, and I've compared it over here to another chart. It is a stock. Now I will let you know what it is now very shortly. It is a very similar pattern because it is it had a big huge bull market, had a big large move to the upside on a weekly time basis, also time frame. It dropped right into the 200 moving average. Okay. Bitcoin done the same. Bitcoin had a huge move up and it dropped right back down into the 200 moving average. So the similarities are there. And then as you can see, we bounced again up, 50-60% of the way back up, and then we're getting this pattern. You can see the same thing happened here, and it bounced about 50-60% of the way up. I'll just actually throw a fib on that just for look at this. I haven't done this before, guys. This is very interesting. Look at this. Look at that. Both came right into the 61%. So that's good to know, guys. That's interesting. Now, what I'm gonna explain here is when you have the 200 moving average like this, it probably would have dropped on like that, and you can see the long-term trend is up, and I'm just going to draw that. It's pretty rough, but it's just to give you a gauge of the momentum of the angle of the of the move. You can see here, maybe it would curve down a bit or whatever, but it's just to give you that trajectory of the move. You can see here with this up move, it is bullish. You're above the 200 weekly moving average. You're in a bull market. So what does Bitcoin need to do? Okay, so notice this flat top, guys. Notice the flat top. Very important. Look at the flat top here that formed. Bitcoin has the exact same thing. Let me just take this away. So I want you to see this. Bitcoin is the exact same thing here, guys. Now, for Bitcoin to start turning into a bullish market, even though it did bounce 30% in the last couple of days, it needs to break above this. So we're probably going to chop about in here somewhere or another, but we need to break above this. If we don't break above this, Bitcoin can't go anywhere. This is main critical resistance here, as you can see. Like 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, 4 touch, and I think everybody understands the more touches. Sorry guys for that. The more touches a trend line gets, the more chance it's going to break in the future. So if we understand that, and we understand that the long-term trend is up, you can see here, on Bitcoin, we're above these averages. The long-term trend is up. What happened when this broke? What happened when the flat top broke? Yeah, that's when you get the real breakout. That's when you get the real breakout, and you can see price rose and it tested the highs. It came up and tested the highs and took out the highs. Once this flat top broke, it enabled it to get into a real bull market and a real bull trend. Now notice again the support of the 100 moving average, because that is up here. Notice let me just fix that chart a bit so you can see this better. Notice the support of the 100 moving average. So here's the thing, guys. We have this flat top. Price needs to break that. Otherwise, Bitcoin cannot do nothing, cannot go into a bull trend. That is critical. Critical. Now, you can see that the 100 moving average, very roughly drawn there, is somewhere there. So, this should continue higher. as you can see from this, it's a pretty flat average, as you can see, but it should hold price up and consolidate into this, and then we get that breakout, and then Bitcoin can really go into a bull trend. Now, what happened after this? The long-term trend is up, guys. The moving average, the 200 moving average, is trending higher. You do not change that very easily. What happened? Okay, we got a bit of a crash there, back into the 200 moving average. What happened? Look what happens, guys. The long-term trend is up. I don't know if any of you realize what stock this is again. And look again, guys, the 200 moving average holds again. Beautiful. This is Apple, guys. If any of you haven't realized yet, this is Apple, and you can see there where the flat top was, and we are above the moving average. Obviously, guys, this is over years. This is 5, 6 years, whatever that is. You know, and the long-term trend is up. So, you know, in 5 or 6 years' time, you know, you can imagine if I take this out. And I just draw this to, because you can see here that the trend is up. It's very hard to change that trend. So if I just do something like this, you know, you can see there. Okay, so 5 years time. I mean, that's a rough price point right there. Let me just get this. So say somewhere there. We're near the end of the year actually, so it probably somewhere up there. No, but that's where the 200 moving average will be. Now notice the price is well above that. No, the price is well above that. So, like for example, I can take a measured move off that. You can see there again. Look at the measured move above the 200. And another measured move, you can see even here, it's well above the measured move point. So the measured move point is only a rough guide. And if I take a measured move from I could do it to all-time highs, or I could even do it to the smaller one to be more conservative in this example. So for example, if in 2025, the price of Bitcoin, if I use a measured move there, it's telling us that the price of Bitcoin should be roughly at about $28,000. I know that's 5 years away. Now that's the small measured move. If I took the actual measured move down to there, you know, you can play about with this, and you can say that the price of Bitcoin will be $36,000 in the year 2025, and that is going off a very good metric, and it's a measured move. This trend is not changing to the downside at any time quick. As you can see here, when the 200 is in a long-term uptrend, it's very hard to change that. So, you know, that is not financial advice. I mean, we can only try and predict the future, and we can try and read the charts. But for Bitcoin to even achieve anything like that, you know, the near term is what we need to focus on, and we need to focus on. We need to find good entries here in this area before we break out of this flat top, because this is a flat top and this is resistance. Now we're coming into this apex area right in here. You know, we need to be careful. We need to use correct money management. You know, correct. You know, take on correct risk. You don't want to be just going all in. You know, you have to treat it like any other trade, and treat it. You know, be professional about it. But if this flat top if this flat top breaks, guys, you know, we could be in for quite a big move higher. So we need to be prepared for that. Okay, guys, I think that's it for the video. But I just thought I would share that with you. Everybody is wondering what the hell is going on with this market right now, and the market seems to have at this point tipped its hat and showed us that potentially this market wants to go higher. You know, I had thought that we may want to come back down a little bit lower. You know, at one point I thought it would have been good to come back down, even though, you know, I did say in my videos I believe that we would 100% get a bounce from down on these levels, and I've said that in my past videos if you've watched them. I just had hoped that we might have pierced down in here and give a better entry, a safer entry down at 6,800 to 7,000 would have been my ideal entry. I would have loved that, but it did not hit my entry, unfortunately. But there's a lot more to come from this market. As you can see here in a 3-day chart, this is not going to break out very easily. In my opinion, we are going to need to consolidate in here before we get that breakout. So there's definitely, guys, plenty of room and time to get into this market before there is more large gains. That's it for the video, guys. If you'd like to join us in our live trading room, you can click on the website below in the description and take that 3-day free trial. And remember to click on the like button and subscribe to the channel, guys, for future updates. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.